Okay, welcome to this new video in the chess set series, and this is actually gonna be the last video in this series, at least the last where I'm gonna be making pieces, because today is gonna be the king video. I just can't believe that I'm up to it right now, but since I've been starting this project, I did make a lot of pieces. I did learn a few things on turning wood on the way, and now I'm really happy with the results so far, and I'm now up to the last piece, which is going to be the king. Just before I get started, like on my previous videos, let me just show you my progress so far, starting with my finished queens. Okay, so like you just saw, I did, like I said in my last video, I did 4 queens. I wanted to have an extra queen of each color to afford for the pawn promotion possibility. And now I'm up to the king. So my white king is already done, and it's right here. So here is my finished white king, and this is basically the same thing as the queen, up to right here, actually almost up to the very top of the piece. I'm not doing anything on the edge of the crown here, but I did make this little cross, and this is the fun part about this piece. So I'm gonna be showing how to make this king, starting with this blank right here, because I'm gonna be making a dark one today. Hopefully, if everything goes well after this video, all my pieces are gonna be done, because this is my last piece. So the blank is already at the right dimension. I already did some marks on the important parts. So since almost all of the piece is pretty similar to what I did on previous videos, I'm just gonna be showing it, but I'm not gonna talk a lot up to the cross section. So I will just fast forward the rest of the video for all the parts of the piece. If you want more detail about any of my first steps, just watch my other videos, especially the queen video, which is really similar to the king. So I'm just gonna get started now and get back for some details about the cross at the top. Okay, so I'm now to the point where I'm gonna start working on the cross at the top. So as you can see, the piece now looks pretty similar to my first one, and now I have this little cylindric part at the top. So the idea is to use the lathe to turn it as more as possible. So the first thing I'm gonna do is is use this tool right here that this is a tool that came with a cheap set that I had, which I didn't use so far, so I just did change a little bit the form factor of this chisel. So I just reduced it so it is thinner than it was, so that I can work my way here just like that, because I want it to make this shape at the top. So as you can see right here, there's a little gap here, but I'm just gonna use file and sanding to make it later. So but right now it's just gonna do it like that, and I'm just gonna use the calipers to try to achieve the same dimension that I had in my original piece. So let's see if I can do it one more time. Okay, so the bottom of the cross is done. Now I'm just gonna try and measure the top of the cross. So I will do a mark at 93 millimeters. So let me just eyeball this to report this on the actual piece. 93 will be right here. So I will make this mark and just check how it looks. Because I did this only once so far. So okay, it looks good. Now I'm just going to use the parting tool to reduce the diameter of the very end of this section so that it matches the top of the cross. Okay, so basically the turning is almost done. What's gonna be next? I think I'm just gonna reduce this section here a little bit before I remove it, because on the first time I just used the tool and I used sanding, but there's a little too much here. So I'm just gonna go on and reduce it just a hair before removing it. Okay, so time to remove the piece and show you how I'm gonna cut this thing, the two sides of this top section here. So I'm just gonna clean up a little bit and get back. All right, so here it is. I removed the piece from the chuck. I left it on the jig, so because I will be mounting it back later. But so basically, I now have this top section which looks pretty much like a cross if you look at it from the side like that. So all I need to do is to cut each side, and I will be left with something that looks pretty much like a cross, just like my original one. So I will be using this little handsaw right here, and one important thing I think is to because this is a really fragile little part here, is to cut this along the wood grain. And I don't know if you can see on camera, but in my case the wood grain is like that. If I put it in the top, it just goes this way. So I will cut it right just like that along the grain. Okay, so here it is. As you can see, it did make the cross just like it was supposed to do. So now I'm just gonna put the piece back into the chuck right here, and it's gonna be a matter of filing and sanding this top part so that it looks just like my first one, and it's already pretty much the same, so shouldn't be too complicated to have it look just like this one. Okay, so here is the final product. The piece is now finished, and actually my set is now finished, because this was the very last piece of my whole chess set. So I'm pretty happy with this king. Here it is side by side with the white king that I made earlier. So it looks pretty much the same. A little differences here and there, but you have to look really closely to notice. So this ends my chess set series. As far as turning the pieces is concerned, I will make at least one other video where I will be showing the all set on the actual board, the all finished set with all the pieces, and I will probably make a little section where I will be showing you how I'm gonna put weights at the bottom of all those pieces, because if you've been following from the beginning, I've been drilling holes in the bottom of all of my pieces. I was planning on putting pennies in there, but since then I did change this idea, because I will be putting something else. I will show you in a following video. So for now, here is my finished black king along with the white king that I made earlier, and I hope you enjoyed this whole chess set turning series, and stay tuned for a last video or two about weighting the pieces and showing the all finished set. So see you later.